Good day, everybody, Your Excellencies, and my co-panelists. My name is Senator Victor Umeh. I'm a member of the Nigerian 10th Senate, a second-time senator, having been there in the 8th Senate. I'm happy to be here in this summit because of my conviction that our diaspora community is a very important community for the development and growth of Nigeria. When we came into the 10th Senate last year, I became the chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora and non-governmental organizations. Abike W. Honorable is the chairman of our NIDCOM, which is the main agency that the committee oversights. I spoke with her that we need to move and go and look for the Nigerians in diaspora, because this is a place we have developed minds, people who have acquired knowledge and various competencies to be able to help us. Where is the technology to do all that? He has been here from the tips he gave us. He's very knowledgeable and very exposed. And that is why he's in Nigeria now as the governor of Niger State, driving an extraordinary vision of how to get things done. He has touched the key things that we need to do. Inspire patriotism, tear down all those walls and barriers that hold us down. Ethnicity, religion, and all manners of things that make us continue to think small. Nigerians, we need to think big if we have to realize our dream and leave behind a country our children will cherish and be happy and proud of. You here, I told Honorable Abike Dabiri that we should go round. I'm the chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora, so all of you here, you are in my field for us to harvest. We need to harvest you. You need to bring home your expertise, both in medicine, agriculture, engineering, all the fields that have made the civilized nations great. You come home, there are people who are very knowledgeable at home. We are all of us at home are not weak in terms of brains. We have people at home. We need you to come and complement what we are doing. But what we need you to do, those of you here, essentially is to bridge the gap and connect Nigeria to your partners in Canada, globally, those people who are making their countries great in various fields. We are going to be receptors. When you come to Nigeria, we are there waiting for you. We'll be able to link you up, both to government and to the private sector, so that we have to cross-pollinate these ideas you have garnered in the civilized world, so that we can make Nigeria a great country. In the legislature where I work, we are hungry to help to get the things that to make the environment, the business environment, conducive through various reforms, tax reforms, ease of doing business. We have enacted the Petroleum Industry Act for those in the oil and gas sector, and we are still working on it because it's still a work in progress. How can we make Nigeria environment conducive for this business we have come to ask you to come and do with us in Nigeria?
Thank you so much.
And I assure you, Chairman of the panel, that we are very ready. We are very ready to collaborate in this regard. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And over to Andrew.
Well, like I've already said, our government is very eager to create the structures that we need to have this business to thrive in our country. We are, through legislative work, trying to engender a lot of reforms, both in the financial sector, as being driven by the Central Bank of Nigeria. You know, most of these things they think out, they bring to us for legislative input. And we are having our eyes clearly focused on removing all the bottlenecks and using appropriation to provide financial support to key sectors in the economy. You know, and we believe essentially that from the SMEs he spoke about now, the government is doing everything to stimulate capital provision to be able to create small businesses and empower young people, you know, to get into productive activities. The SMEs remain the very important engine room for development, fast development, where a lot of people will be involved in productive activities, you know, and we are doing quite a lot to ensure that government focuses on this. The president of Nigeria currently is very eager to ensure that all sectors will be at work. You must be producing. If you're not producing, you'll be stagnant. There's no way growth can come without production. So we are giving our own support through financial appropriations. The private sector, of course, they are doing quite a lot, but the private sector in Nigeria can hardly survive without government support. So everybody looks up to government for the necessary support, and the ones who can attract from outside. The grants, which he mentioned in his presentation, are very crucial for us to be able to drive these activities. And we're looking forward to having this support from bigger economies so that they can actually come. What we are trying to do is to ensure that people from outside can bring money into Nigeria, invest it, and take it out when they want to go without any much encumbrances, so that investment will be attractive. And I'm sure that the key things that drive investment decisions also center on the ease of getting to your economy to do business and then moving out with the profit they make. So we are trying to ensure that all the bottlenecks and encumbrances are removed so that our economy will become attractive and Nigeria will become a destination for those who have these huge investment capitals to come and take part in our activities. Like I said in my intro, we have so much opportunities, both in mining. I saw Mr. Wen here. He knows about the mining potentials in Nigeria. The oil and gas, I serve in critical committees anyway, so I know that even in transportation, the field is so attractive that anybody who can mobilize funding, railway construction, we've not even started. So we are a place where anybody who has money to invest can actually come to do business in Nigeria, and want to make it possible for everybody and attractive, both agriculture, engineering. I saw my friend there who is in solar business, solar technology. By just introducing ourselves here now, he spoke to me about his experience trying to come into Nigeria to do solar business. And I told him he needs to come back again so that he will get proper connection to people who can help him drive his business dreams in Nigeria. Excellent. So we are ready, and I assure you that with this type of summit we're having, by the time we end the sessions and exchange cards, many people will find the route to Nigeria to explore the potentials I'm speaking about. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And a final word to Senator Victor Umeh to conclude the panel. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you very much. I would like to conclude by reiterating that Nigeria remains a very viable investment destination, both for our diaspora community and our partners here from Canada. All issues that may arise in the course of making this very important decision to come to Nigeria will be very well discussed and fears eliminated. We are very eager to have you come forward to Nigeria. There are so many desks. From the Foreign Ministry desk, look at our director here, Akinremi Bolaji, from the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Is a contact person. Abike Dabri here is a contact person. I am also a contact person. The governor who spoke to us, like Martin Luther, is a contact person. So just make up your mind to look homeward, and I assure you, you will not regret any decision you make. People out there will continue to say things that may tend to discourage you, but do not be discouraged, because the taste of the pudding is in the eating. If you stay away and you don't make this move, you will not be able to break through the grounds that you find very profitable. So I encourage all of you to use the summit, the few days left, to be able to engender the necessary discussions you need to make. And I assure you that many people are waiting for you to come with their business plans. Funding. My two colleagues, my brother and my sister, they are in the financial sector. And they can tell you clearly that there's no amount of money that can come into Nigeria that in our present state of affairs that will not be properly channeled. We provide oversight functions on some of these things, and I know from what the governor said that sometimes funds are better available and it will not get to the target users with less bureaucracy and burdens. We are doing everything to eliminate all that, because we have instances where these things have happened. And we are trying to see what we can do to bypass these burdens being placed on end users, so the money can be well channeled into productive activities. So I thank you very much, and we look forward to having you come to sign agreements with people at home and those here. So, but the critical thing I want to add is that you, the diaspora community, will become the accessories to these global businessmen who can invest in supporting our development in energy, in agriculture, in technology, all things you can consider. Nigeria is still a virgin field, and the opportunities abound. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator, and thank you to our panelists. That concludes our financing session. Over to you, MC. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Group picture, yeah?
It was here with the governor yesterday, and is here again today. It was one of the earlier people to be here. So, microphone to go round. But distinguish, just before you speak, I'm going to identify 5 people that want to speak in the first session. I can see you 1. Somehow they are all Nigerians, so I'm just going to limit to 2 Nigerians. So, okay, 3. I am not a Nigerian. 1.
He's a Canadian.
I'm a Canadian now. I decide who is a Nigerian. I'll take distinguished, I'll take honorable, then I'll take Japol, and then I will consider you later. I will consider you later. So from the Canadian side, you have 2 slots. If you don't indicate, I will indicate for you. Yes, I take you. Yeah. The moment that you said is you, that means you. All right? What about you? Any question? No, right there. Yes. Yeah, I saw your hand moving. Yes. Okay, so 1 there. And the gentleman beside Mrs. Adewale, is that right? No, you. Okay. Oh, lovely. We will consider you later. But for now, we have the senator, we have Honorable Tarab, and then we have Mr. Jegede, and we shall go for the lead. Yes, we shall go for you, and we shall go for you. Okay, so.
Thank you, Ambassador Bolaji.
Thank you, sir.
For this session. I want to commend the various presenters, but I was privileged to witness presentations by Mr. Schroeder for the education sector, and then our brother for the agribusiness. So because I didn't listen to Abigail and the other gentleman, I will focus on the 2 that I listened to. Mr. Schroeder, thank you very much. You've made a very elaborate presentation on the structure of education in Nigeria. We're able to identify the various weaknesses, the challenges that there exist in our educational sector in Nigeria. Having x-rayed all these things in your presentation, I would like to ask you just 1 or 2 questions. The first one is on the participation of the Canadian businesses and government in improving the quality of education in Nigeria, because a place you identify that there's a growing and significant demand for quality education. Is there anything you are consciously doing to be able to partner with Nigeria in driving this process to bring quality education to the doorsteps of Nigerians? I say this because I know that you have Canadian preparatory schools in Nigeria, from where you take students to come to Canada to study in your tertiary institutions. And I know that we have public and private institutions in Nigeria. Are you doing anything to fortify this sector, particularly in the area of technical education, which you identified? That is an area we have a teeming population of Nigerians who can be useful if they acquire technical education. Then number 2 is on the area of education and knowledge transfer. Canada, as an advanced country, have very improved education models. And sometimes, because of the demand for quality education, a lot of children and parents send their wards to Canada to study. I've not seen anything you are doing in trying to make this education affordable to the Nigerian students. Here in Canada, students from Nigeria that are here pay as high as 54,000 Canadian dollars per academic session. If you convert it to the prevailing exchange rate in Nigeria, a Nigerian parent will be spending close to 85 to 100 million naira in 1 year to be able to keep his or her child in Canada. Is there anything you can do to help us in that regard? You spoke about scholarships and all that, but we have seen that from experience is still a far cry. That is number one for you. Then I can ask questions to everybody now. So I ask my brother in my color, the black man, who did a very great job in presenting the agric opportunities in Nigeria. And from the crop mapping zones, which you showed here, you highlighted here, I want to assume that you live in Canada, or did you come from Nigeria? If you live in Canada, how are you making these great business opportunities in the agri sector available to the Canadian nationals and our people in the diaspora community here? Because their presentation is also very elaborate. We have 82 million hectares of land to be cultivated. Presently, only 32 million are in use. We still have 50 million hectares to cultivate. And the only way you can make use of that is through mechanized farming. You also pointed it out. So how are you driving this dream so that mechanized farming here can be practiced in Nigeria by bringing people across? Then the agro-processing businesses, the value chain, is a very, very, very important business in Nigeria. And we have not started, actually. So how are you doing your best, apart from this presentation to this small gathering, to show that Nigeria is a huge market for all these services? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, distinguished. I'm going to change the rule a little. We had said 30 seconds, but from distinguished experience, 30 seconds will be too small. Umeh, who is the current 10th Assembly Senate Committee Chair on Diaspora.
Yes.
As of the last time when I counted, is a member of 22 committees in the Senate of Nigeria.
Yes.
That's a very rare, and is very effective in all the committees. He's the chair anyway, so he carries it on his head. Thank you so much, distinguished Senator. You have the floor now, and the project is yours.
Thank you very much, the moderator, for this session. Ambassador Akinremi Bolaji, then the chairman and CEO of NITCOM. Prof, I'm the only one that calls her Iron Lady. And you call her Iron Lady. Iron Lady because of her steel, the heart to work very hard. Nothing is a challenge to her. She can work without anything and deliver something. So, thank you very much. My co-panelists, Your Excellencies in various cadre here, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you. Like the moderator has said, I'm Senator Victor Umeh, a member of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I serve as Chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora and Non-Governmental Organizations, as well as Vice Chairman, Senate Committee on Lands, Housing and Urban Development, among other committees. My project here is not to specifically offer you businesses you do to make profits. my own project is come here, motivate you. As chairman of Senate Committee on Diaspora, to think home. Let's see how we can collaborate, work together to make Nigeria great for all, both those at home and those in the diaspora. That's our beat. Yes, in the Senate where I work, we focus primarily on how to change the narratives in the way of doing things in our country so that we can embrace best practices in all sectors of our engagements. When I became the chairman Senate Committee on Diaspora, we identified the need for us to reach out to our people globally in the diaspora so that we'll be able to establish that collaboration that we need to develop our nation. And that is the essence of some of these summits we have been going around to meet our people. One, to tell you that Nigeria is your country. Like Prof says, he loves Nigeria. I don't know who loves Nigeria better. All of us love Nigeria. It's our country. But we want Nigeria to catch up with the rest of the nations of the world in doing businesses through the best ways possible and catching up with the technological developments we see out there. When you are flying across nations of the world, looking at the skylines and the skyscrapers, you will imagine how these people have worked over the years to grow to where they are. I'm sure if the slides had come up for Dubai, we would have seen structures that nobody would have imagined human beings can create, but they've been created in Dubai. So we are in search of Nigerians in the diaspora who have, through hard work, risen to their careers, their vocations, and their businesses, so that we can take their experiences and capacity and plow it into our nation building for the progress of our country. That's my project for coming to Canada. And I'm very happy since yesterday we've met a lot of people here with enthusiasm in the things they do. Some young Nigerians have made presentations. Ibitoye has just made a presentation here. Some have also spoken about the possibilities that exist, including people who are from Canada who have also participated here. Nigeria is a country with very huge potentials in all businesses. In fact, I would say that there's no time you come into Nigeria that it is late. The space is there because we have a population of over 200 million people, and businesses in Nigeria are just starting to grow. Any area you want to invest in, the sky is, in fact, you do and leave for others to continue. There's no business you go into in Nigeria that you can say that people have overstretched that sector. No, they're just at infancy. So if you have the funds, Nigeria is a heaven for you to go and invest. What we are doing in the legislature is to ensure that we make the necessary laws that will govern the business environment in a manner that it will be attractive to you who has the fund. Presentations have been made here, billions and trillions of dollars that are available to be leveraged on to develop infrastructure, agribusiness, so many things that you can do. And we cannot wait for people to come and develop Nigeria for us. Those of you who left Nigeria a long time ago, you have assimilated the cultures here, the spirit of doing business, access to finance, and how to start small businesses and make them big businesses. So we want to take advantage of your presence in this country, Canada, and in other countries that have succeeded, so that we can plow back this knowledge we have gathered for the benefit of our own people. The Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission has spoken to you. The chairman has spoken about registration, the portal. There's no way you can plan for any group of persons without knowing who they are, their number, what they do. So data is very critical. And I want to stand here to also encourage you to take that invitation very seriously, get properly documented, go to the portal, document yourself, what you do, your knowledge, your capacities, what you can do. If you put it in the portal, by the time we have maximum reach or reasonable reach to all the people living outside Nigeria that are Nigerians doing well, we'll be able to harness you in the diaspora. The mortgage, diaspora mortgage facility program that we're about to launch, the chairman has spoken about it. It's not only for small creation of small housing units. You can also have elite housing programs. You participate in accordance with your means, how much you have. If you want to have mortgage of luxury homes in Nigeria, it's still possible. The Federal Housing Authority, I know, because I serve in that committee as well, the MD, we have spoken with him, is also trying to create a luxury estate in accordance with your own means. So if you're in that bracket, you can invest in that mortgage scheme for very high-quality houses in big cities like Abuja, Lagos, and so on and so forth. So always think home. The mortgage you do here in America, in the UK, is mortgage that people used to own palatial homes. So it's possible in Nigeria, and that's what we are trying to develop and also launch. Those in agribusiness, agriculture is a business in Nigeria. We are trying to see if we can use it to overtake oil. You know, we have been so reliant on oil production. Nigeria is known as a major crude oil producer in the world. We have had so much money from it. We've had boom in those days gone. Today, that sector is challenged globally. And we are having recourse to other alternative sources of energy. But agriculture is that sector that whatever you do in the diaspora and you want to invest in agriculture, agribusiness, processing and things like that, the sky is their limit. Nigeria affords us those opportunities in very profitable levels. So we want you to think in those directions. Technology and the rest of it that drive the world today. We have people we know that are vice presidents of very big corporations across the world, including America, Nigerians, you know, both in communications and energy generation. These are the places in Nigeria that are challenged. We want people to come home. Let's come and partner. Our president, like the professor said, is eager to see Nigeria become a big economy. And the governor of Niger State yesterday spoke about what his professor told him in Cambridge, that if you want to build a small house, you don't want to build skyscrapers, you continue thinking low, small. So the president is thinking big. The kind of big mega projects, despite the paucity of funds, he's dreaming of, shows that he's thinking big. And those of you who are here can help to attract that development finance. I saw mentions of $500 and something billion here. We don't want to be seeing those things only on the paper. We want to see how we can queue in and access these funds so that we can use these funds to invest in these big projects like rail line. I saw one Bonaventure Baize from Burkina Faso here yesterday. He's thinking of building rail line from Gambia through Nigeria to Djibouti to Mecca. I don't know how many thousand kilometers that will be, but he's thinking about it and he's syndicating funds to embark on such projects. So those of you out here, try and dream big and come home. We are there to support as a government, both the legislature and the executive arm of government. We are working together. So I offer you these opportunities, and our partners, those who are not Nigerians but are in this room, think about Nigeria in a positive way. It's a place you can come and invest, make big money, and return to Canada and become a big man. Very big man indeed.
Thank you,
so
sir.
I thank you very much, and
all right.
I wish all of you well here, and just know that we are a phone call away to discuss further with you through our chairperson. No, not chairperson, chairman. Chairman. I don't want to be caught on the gender web. Chairman.
Okay.
Abike Dabrielewa, honorable.
All right.
Please take time for 4 days now, actually. We've been part of several business sessions here, discussions and presentations. What we find out is that a lot of people are very enthusiastic in building partnerships in business, and the purpose of coming here is to get our Nigerian people here and their friends and partners to think about how to come and invest in Nigeria. We've been able to showcase the huge business potentials available. Nigeria is a country that's blessed with huge material and human resources that can be used to drive any type of enterprise. And our business environment is very friendly. We have very good tax policies, and the ease of doing business in Nigeria is quite on the high side. So we encourage them to come and invest in our agriculture, business, agribusiness, power generation, ICT, healthcare delivery, healthcare services, a lot of things. Any sector you think of in Nigeria is a potential area for investment. So we're happy with the reception received here. We're very happy with the response we've received from people who came here to prospect for business opportunities. And I know that in the months coming, a lot of people have promised to visit Nigeria, and by so doing they will strike deals and see that they will not regret ever coming to Nigeria. Well, insecurity is a global phenomenon. Some countries are safer than others, but there's no place crime is completely out of the way. Nigeria is still very, very conducive for business. There are spats of insecurity in some places, but some places are quite secure. So anybody who is coming to invest in Nigeria will be properly guided. But the government of Nigeria has done extensive work to tame the insecurity. Insecurity is being reduced to a lower level now, and anybody who is coming to invest in Nigeria will be given adequate and proper protection. So they don't need to be scared at all. The important thing is for one to have the desire to come, and as soon as you come, we'll receive you. We'll ensure that you are safe. Nothing will happen to them.
Next, we're going to call on Senator Victor Umeh, Chairman of the Senate Committee on the Diaspora, to come and give us some remarks. Honorable Senator, you're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. I want to start by welcoming all of you to this last lap of this 4-day special event. For greet our hosts, those who put us together for the past 4 days in this event. And then I welcome my brother, the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee in Nigeria for Diaspora, Honorable Tochukwu Okere. He arrived this morning because he was held behind for other events in Nigeria, but he insisted he must be here. So I welcome you. You were right on time in the morning to be part of the last day. Then all the great people that have been here since 9th of October, since Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and of course yesterday unto today. It's been a wonderful time. Professor from UAE, I know very soon you will come with your 3 flags. United Arab Emirates flag, Nigerian flag, and Canadian flag. So I don't know how many citizenships you have, Professor. But we're happy that you are here again with the Nigerian dress, the Babarega that we are known for. The president of the Governance and Leadership, Canada, Sam Adewale, and his beautiful wife. It's been a wonderful time with all of you. Let me not waste your time and say that it's been a wonderful summit for this 2024. I am happy that this evening our people have gathered again in their wonderful dresses to be identified. Some now still wear suits. For the mix that we expect in a gala night like this. But the whole thing is that nobody will lose sight of why we gathered here in the past 4 days. And that is to foster business relationship between Canada and Nigeria. In the past 4 days, the 2 major business sessions we've had, we received several presentations from entrepreneurs, business developers, and many experienced people in the various sectors of business life, both from Canada, from beyond Canada. A lot of people came here and showcased what they do. And we from Nigeria came here with abundant investment and business potentials that we have back home in Nigeria. And the essence of this summit is for us to partner together for the progress of both Canada and Nigeria by exploring all those opportunities that abound in all sectors of business. We that came from Nigeria were able to assure those who attended. We came with contingents from Nigeria, like Jegede Japol, who is an expert in mining business in Nigeria. He also came here, he made his own presentations. There are miners from Canada that came and showed us what they can do. But particularly, I was happy to meet some young Nigerian entrepreneurs in Canada here who are doing very well. Somebody like Kunle Ibitoye and real estate sector, who is doing very well in Ottawa. And he was very strong in demonstrating his deep knowledge in the real estate sector. And he's playing big already here. And I took note of him, including Isaac Oluwalofe, Olulawafe. Yeah, the father is here and the mother is here, so I pray that you pardon me, but I know him as Isaac Jr. So the other name is like a tongue twister for me. But I had opportunity of going out with him this afternoon to go and see what he's also doing here along the airport road. So like that, so many of you are holding very strongly here. The governor of Niger State, His Excellency Mohamed Omar Bago, was here. The farmer governor. When we call him farmer governor, some people think we call him former governor. He's farmer governor. He's somebody who came here with a lot of enthusiasm, spoke 2 times here, and also last night at the fireside chat we had with the Nigerian delegation. It was a demonstration of the huge potentials in the agriculture sector in Nigeria. And he championed that discussion with strong, convincing words that anybody who is here will be sure that no distant time, Niger State of Nigeria will feed the whole world. He said his vision is to feed the whole world, not to feed Nigerians. And since he came, he has been able to interact with Canadian businessmen. He's gone around, he's gone to various cities in Canada. In this short visit, he only left us this morning to Brazil, because he said he was going to Brazil to catch up with the agric models there, which he will take back to Niger State, with all the targets he has set for himself. So we are happy to have been here, and want to reiterate that Nigeria, for those of you in diaspora here that are Nigerians, you know, when we say Nigerians in diaspora, it doesn't remove the fact that you are Nigerians. So you are here, some of you now are Canadians and Nigerians, but we own you more because you started from Nigeria. We want to let you know, everybody here, that Nigeria is a good haven and investment destination, you know, for everybody. No matter what you do here, you have to come and invest at home as well. And come and be part of that building process, which we desire so much. The white men here are people who are interested in partnering with us, both the Indians. We have a lot of you in Nigeria already, but those of you who are in Canada, we want you to also bring your own experiences and expertise to come to Nigeria and invest. Let nobody tell you Nigeria is safe. Nigeria is safe for anybody to come and start any business. We have agriculture, we have oil and gas, we have energy, the power sector. Some of you presented papers here within the week on the solar energy that you can come and do in Nigeria, provide in Nigeria. We are open and waiting for everybody. Our president is thinking very big right now. He wants people to come. We in the legislature, we have done so much to support the ease of doing business in Nigeria. So if you have funds to invest, come to Nigeria, invest your funds, and take away the profit. We've made it so simple that you can come at any time and leave at any time. We are not people who say, come and invest, and when you want to take away what you have gained or generated, we trap you. with your funds. So we made it easy for you. You come, invest, make your profit, take your profit home back to your country where you want to live. We have good tax policies. Our tax policies are very friendly to business. Our business environment is very attractive because our country is quite huge and our population very large, going to 300 million people. So there's nothing you are coming to do in Nigeria that you don't have the market. We have ready market for anything you can come and produce. What we are asking for are people who shall invest in the production sector, because production is what we need in our place. If you can come and help us build your factories, whatever you produce here, come and produce them in Nigeria. The market is there. And when you farming, all-round season farming in Nigeria, anytime you start, you can do it in cycles without break. We have no winter in Nigeria. I know you have winter here. We don't have winter, we have sun. The sun shines from January to December. So we don't look for sun. Anything, we don't heat anything because the heat is already available for different things. So we are very happy. And the Nigerian community here, we appreciate you. The fact that you are here and you're not bringing any bad name to Nigeria is a great plus for all of you. You are working hard in your areas of business, areas of expertise, and we're having good names from you. We're delighted to see some Nigerians who have been elected councillors here. You know, we were with two of them yesterday. So it shows that you are really part of this community, this country. And we encourage you to venture more, so that by the time we come next time, by the time we come for the 4th business summit here, we shall have about 3 mayors who are Nigerians, you know. And the more you get into those positions, the more the relationship will strengthen. The cross-pollination of ideas will strengthen. Education sector. Somebody made a presentation here for us on Thursday. And I can tell you that education is the foundation to any development. So we are interested in partnering with Canada to increase the things we do in skill acquisition, development in Nigeria. If there's anything you can help us do, our government is ready to receive you and partner with you. So by and large, I will not continue because I'm just trying to fill the gap for Bago, who is supposed to give keynote address, but inadvertently has gone to Brazil. So I'm to do welcome remark. I'm also doing the keynote address. So that's why I'm speaking this long. And I will say that we are happy with what we have seen. We met MPP David Smith on Thursday, a black MPP who is the first elected black man through the Progressive Conservative Party here. He was very welcoming, and we shared a lot of ideas. Okay, I can see his policy advisor here, Dr. Sholene Upiomo. Yes, I'm right? Yes. And Sholene has been here for 30 years, and she told me that he's gone home already to Nigeria, yes, to begin to be a bridge between Nigeria and Canada in all the things she has seen here work. So this is the type of thing we want to see. If you are here, you will also be the other side. so that the people of Nigeria will benefit from your experience here. So with these few words of mine, I will say that we are happy, and this summit has been very successful. Very, very successful indeed. From the contacts we have established with a lot of people who came here, presented papers, we do follow up with all of them. And be assured that for us that work in the parliament in Nigeria, what we are trying to do and eager to do is to ensure that to remove all the hindrances that will prevent good and healthy business relationship with the rest of the world. And Canada is a place we think we have a lot to do. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing some of you come to Nigeria from the months ahead to ask questions. We shared cards. Anytime I receive call from anybody, any one of you, for any inquiry, be sure that you will be properly attended to. Our chairman of the NIDCOM, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Dr. Abike Dabrielewa, she just left for the airport to go back to meet a program somewhere else. She wanted to stay on, but we had to adjust her program so that she will be able to leave. She's the anchor person for this exercise because she chairs the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. And we look forward to having you between 5th and 7th of November in Nigeria, where we shall have the Nigerians in Diaspora Investment Summit right there in Abuja. So that if there is anybody who missed this summit, or those who attended here that will need a follow-up, quick follow-up from what we have done here in these past 4 days, please endeavor to come. We'll be willing to welcome you between 5th and 7th November in Abuja, Nigeria. And when you come, I assure you I will give you the treat that will make you want to stay about 3 months before you come back to Canada. Because we'll take you to the locations, we have all the things we are talking about, all the places we have gold and different solid minerals on our ground. You go and see what you can do and prepare and come back with your funds. So, MC, I think my job is done. But in all honesty, we've enjoyed our 5 days stay here in Toronto. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Senator, for those remarks. I'm sure he's convinced you to go to Nigeria, right? And stay through.
Can we please applaud Prof as he comes up? My chairman will be presenting the award to Professor Salahuddin. This is a special recognition award, and I would just want to say a few things about Professor Ahmed Salahuddin. He is the chairman, CEO, Signature Global Real Estate, and a luminary in insurance brokerage. This venerable professor is also an accomplished property investment advisor with track record spanning over 40 years, hailing as a rare gem in the Nigerian business landscape. Dr. bin Salahuddin's influence extends across a variety of borders, touching the business domains in the United Arab Emirates, Angola, Indonesia, the Gambia, the Liberia, and many other African countries and Middle East. Dr. bin Salahuddin's intellectual honesty permeates the conversations, offerings insight into life, society, and business. As he shares his wisdom generously, he consistently emphasizes the importance of learning from his journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to please rise to our feet even as we present this special recognition award. My chairman will be presenting it to Professor bin Salahuddin. Let's please put our hands together for him.
The great prof. This is certificate of participation presented to you, Professor Ahmed bin Salawuddin, as delegate to Leadership and Governance 2024 Canada-Nigeria Business Investment Summit, Toronto, Toronto, Canada, which held here between October the 8th to 12th, that is today, 2024, dated October 12, 2024, and signed by the CEO and President of Leadership and Governance Canada Incorporated. Congratulations for the great thing you are doing and for being here with 3 flags. Raise your flags, let's see. Your flags are short now by 1. I think there are 2 now. Up Nigeria. Professor Salawuddin. The other one. Up Canada. No, United Arab Emirates, UAE. Then our host country, Canada. Up Canada. Congratulations. Take. Carry first. Take now.